Hi everyone, thanks for watching. Today I'm going to do my hair care routine, how I shampoo and condition and care for my hair, how I style it, all those things to keep it healthy. So I'll show you. My hair is about that long, and I did recently just have a whole bunch cut off. It was probably 6 or 8 inches longer, but I had layered hair and I wanted it to be all one length so that it was thicker. So we cut it up to my shortest layer, which was right there. So it feels really nice and healthy after that. I have gray hair, pretty much. I'm probably 90% gray. So I started going gray when I was in my 20s. And I'm 45 now, so it's almost all gray at this point. So I do go in probably once a month to have the gray colored. I do it myself at home, probably 2 to 3 weeks after the hairdressers colored it, just to save, time and money on that. So I do a root touch up at 2 to 3 weeks, and then I see her kind of 4 to 5 weeks, somewhere in there, depending on my schedule and her schedule. So I do also have some highlights in my hair that are pretty recent. Within the last year, I've lightened up the color. I was kind of a solid dark brown color for a lot of years, but I wanted to lighten it up a little bit. And it's been hard on my hair, for sure. The bleaching, I think just with the gray and my natural really dark hair color, it's just been hard on my hair. So I'm doing lots of things to try to keep it healthy. I don't produce a lot of oils, so I have quite dry hair as well. So what I do for shampoo and condition is I wash my hair probably twice a week at the most, and I go in with, this might be surprising, but Head and Shoulders. So I do the 2-in-1 Head and Shoulders shampoo, and specifically I do the one for the itchy scalp. So I have dry skin everywhere, my whole body. I just don't produce a lot of oils, so my scalp gets really itchy and flaky, and I find that this does help with that. So I've been using Head and Shoulders for like 20 years, forever. And then since I started doing the highlights, I go in with a purple shampoo. This is Unite Blonda shampoo. It's a toning shampoo, and I do that probably once a week or once every 10 days. I don't use it very often because it's very, very drying, but it does help just take the brassiness out of those highlights. Another shampoo that I really love is anything by Briogeo. So another shampoo that I really love is the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair. This is a great hydrating shampoo, but I do find that I can use this once a week, and then I have to go in once a week with the itchy scalp one by Head and Shoulders. So that's, typically what I use for shampoo. And then for conditioners, I'm not fussy at all. I just use anything that says it's moisturizing. And right now I'm using this Shea Moisture one that I just picked up at Walmart. Coconut and Hibiscus Curl and Shine Conditioner. It smells really nice, which is why I got it. So that's really nice. And so you can see I've used it a couple of times. It works really, really well. And then once a week, I do go in with the Olaplex No. 3 Bond Repair. I just finished using it up. It's in my empties bin. I get that off Amazon because I feel like that's the cheapest place to get it, but they do sell it at Sephora as well. So once a week I go in with the Olaplex No. 3 Bond Repair, and I use that just to help with the highlights, with the blonde, but I feel like it just makes my hair stronger overall. I have Albie here, she's squirming. Want to say hi? Say hi, Dirk. So once a week I go in, I try to do conditioning masks as well. Sometimes I'll just use, whatever conditioner I'm currently using. I'll put the Olaplex No. 3 on, focusing it mostly on sort of mid-length to ends, and then, put a good amount of, again, any conditioner, wrap my hair up in that turban towel that I have, and just let it sit there for, as long as I can. So I find that really helps keep the hair strong. So I'll put in a clip here of after it's been shampooed and conditioned, how I comb it out and get it ready for styling. And then after that clip, I'll put in another clip of me doing this hairstyle. So typically what I do right now is on days when I wash it, I let it air dry and then I just wear it straight so that I don't, you know, I'm trying to use the least amount of heat styling products as I can. Day 2, typically I'll put some curls in, and then these curls I usually get a couple of days out of. So that's, you know, day 2 and day 3 I wear it just curly, and then usually day 4 I'll wear it up in a bun just to keep it up. So that's sort of what I'm doing right now. Okay, so my hair is washed, conditioned, all of that, and I've been letting it rest in this turban towel thing while I did my makeup, so it's had a chance to dry. So then what I do is I take it out of here and I use a hair oil as my first step. Well, it looks kind of crazy. Let me get it to go down a little bit. Okay, so I use Biosilk. It's this product here, and it's the Silk Therapy. I use the original one. I have been using this product for over 10 years for sure. And I get this on Amazon. I get the large bottle. This large bottle probably lasts me a year. It's 12 ounces. I'll see if I can find it on there and I'll link it below. It comes in smaller sizes so you could try it, but because I know that I use this every single time I wash my hair, and I actually even use it on days I don't wash my hair, just to add a little bit of shine and help just with hydration and stuff in my hair so it's not as dry. So all I do is I take quite a bit, actually. I don't know if you can see. I take probably a large quarter size, and I mostly focus it on the ends, and then just whatever's left I kind of work up through my hair. And then I also use a heat protectant spray before I comb out so that it has a chance to disperse evenly. My favorite is this one by Moroccan Oil, and this is the Protect and Prevent Spray. I really like this one. It's for color treated hair. And then also another good one is this 44 Iron Guard by Shea. I don't know if you can get this everywhere. I got this from my hairdresser. It's a really nice one. It's the one that she recommends. And then I have this one from Living Proof as well. This is the Goes Beyond Moisture. Oh, this is the Restore Perfecting Spray. And they say UV and heat protection. That's kind of what I look for, as well as a detangler. Yeah, and they all say that on it. So I'm gonna go in with the Moroccan Oil one because that's my favorite. And I just spray it pretty generously, and then I try to get it in through the ends as well. And I do have quite a bit of hair, so it takes a bit to get it everywhere. And then when I go to comb out my hair, I section it. I don't know if I can tip this so that you can see a little better. I'll stand back a little bit. So I section it and I start at the bottom and I slowly work up. And I'm trying not to pull or tug, just being really gentle with my hair in this wet state because it can so easily be broken. This is actually the only time that I ever comb my hair is after I've washed it. It might seem like maybe I'm pulling a little hard, but I'm really not. I'm just very gently working through all the hair. Okay, and then once I get one side done, I go to the other side and same thing. I'm going to section. And I'm just being very, very gentle. Because I do have some highlights in there, the hair that's been bleached will break easy for me. So again, just very, very gently, just a wide tooth comb. I don't use a brush. And then once I get both sides combed, I go through the rest and comb it all back. And like I said, that's really the only time that I ever comb my hair. The rest of the time I just loosen up any curls I've done with my fingers. So I don't comb it, I don't brush it, and I just feel like that really helps with breakage. So right now my hair is sort of all one length, and I'm really trying to grow it. It was longer, but it had layers in it, so I had it cut to my shortest layer, and I just really want it all one length and thick and healthy and a little bit longer. So that's my goal that I'm going for right now. So after I've combed it out, I go in with a mousse. That's typically the only styling product other than Hairspray after that I use. I don't use a lot of other products. I'll put a picture of my favorite mousse on the screen. I don't have it right now. It's from Sephora and it's a little bit pricey. So I was trying to find a cheaper option. So I grabbed this Pantene one from the grocery store actually. It just says Volumizing Mousse on it. It's almost empty, so I'm not sure what I'm going to use after. I haven't liked this one as much as I've liked that one from Sephora, but this was under $10, and I think that one from Sephora is $45. So it's not really moussing anymore because I am at the very end of that product. But I'm just going to use what came out anyway. It will work fine. And then I'll pick up something else today, probably at the drugstore to try. So I flip my head upside down and then I just work the product through my hair. So once I have that mousse all worked in there, if I have time, it's a weekend, I don't have to get off to work or anything, what I'll do is I'll just let my hair air dry for as long as possible. If it's a work day, I try to wash the night before so that it can air dry through the night, but sometimes I do this and then I blow dry right away. If I'm letting it air dry, what I do is I pile it up. I'll show you here. I pile it up on top of my head and I put a clip in it so that all of this gets some volume in it. So I just flip my head upside down and then I twist the hair and I let it sit just in a clip on top of my head and just go about my day, you know, whatever I'm doing around the house, just to let that get some volume in these roots here, because I find that my hair, it's so straight that it wants to just sit super flat. So to get a little bit of volume, I'll pile it up here, I'll let it dry as long as possible, or preferably till it's dry if I have time, and then go in and style it after that if needed. Okay, so yesterday was my hair wash day. I showed you guys a clip of what I do after I've washed and conditioned my hair, the products I put in, and then I did let it air dry for a little bit, but we were heading out, so I did end up blow drying it. So this is day 2 hair, and you can see my hair is really straight. So I didn't style it yesterday, I just blow dried it, and I just wore it straight and down. I didn't do anything with it. We were just going to Costco. So when I curl it, which is what I usually do on day 2, because I don't like to run a straightening iron through it to keep it straight, I prefer for it to have some curls. But I try to only do 1 heat styling step per day, or even less than that if possible. So I'm going to curl it today, and to curl I have a wand. I'm not sure the barrel size on this, but this is the Paul Mitchell Neuro styling wand, and I did get this from my hairdresser, so it's a professional styling wand. So what I do is I just let my hair part. This is my the part where it wants to be. I kind of have these 2 little cowlicks right here, so it parts there, and then I just divide it into each side like that, and I'll step back so you can see that's my hair there. So then I just take chunks, and I'm not super precise with it, and I take the wand and I wrap it, and I wrap from right at the root. I'm holding it quite close to my head, and then because of my hair's length I can do, you know, sort of 3/4 of that piece of hair, and then I'll just go down so that I can do the full end. And I hold it for probably about 5 seconds. Then I let it out, and you can see it there. And then I don't touch the curls, I let them sit. And then I just grab another chunk, like that, and wrap it. Now this curling iron, I have it set at 360 degrees. It does go up higher than that, but that's where my hairdresser told me that was the highest I should go. If I'm in a hurry, I will crank it up to 400, but I try not to do that because I try not to damage my hair. And again, about 5 seconds, and then I let the curl out and let it sit there. So I'll just work through this chunk of hair on this side. Okay, so that's that half curled. So then what I do is I take these bang pieces that are still a little bit warm and I just clip them back a little bit to hold them out of the way, but I do like to lift a little bit here because I want a little bit of volume there, and if they cool like that, then they'll have a little more lift right there, and then I just pin them back there, and then I go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. I take a section. Now I do it so that I'm winding everything back, but you could do some back and some forward if you wanted a little more definition in the curls. Okay, so that's got everything curled. On this side, because I know that I'm going to want it to lay a little more flat, I'm going to pull it flat straight down and put my clip in and hold it like that, and then I don't touch the curls. I'm going to let them fully cool first. Okay, so those curls are all cooled, and so to loosen up the curls, I take a little bit of that Biosilk oil, just a little bit, maybe a dime-sized amount. I'll stand back so you can see. Now I start just at the ends where the hair is driest. And then I'm just gently running my fingers through to loosen up the curls. And then typically I flip over and give them a real good loosening that. There, like that. And then I take some hairspray. So my favorite one is this Bumble and Bumble one. It's the strong finish firm hold hairspray. I really like this hairspray because it holds the curls all day, but it doesn't make your hair feel sticky, and you can still work with it after, because I only wash maybe twice a week. So I need a hairspray that will work with that. So typically what I do is I flip upside down and I work the hairspray in through the curls that way. Then I just let it fall into that part again, and I just loosen them up and spray through the curls, knowing that I'm making it a bit huge right now, but that it will settle and fall within the next, sort of 20-30 minutes here. And then also what I do is, I don't know if you can see that, but it's been a couple weeks since I have colored my hair. So I'm going to go in with this Schwarzkopf Root Retoucher spray. And I'm going to spray to cover up that gray in my part. So that's pretty much done. To add a bit of shine in, I take the Glimmer Shine from Moroccan oil. This product I've been using for years. I love it. It's a great shine spray to add, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm kind of lifting and separating the curls, mostly focusing it on the ends, because it doesn't weigh the hair down. It just adds shine without it being oily or greasy. You can't even really feel it once it's in there. So this I like to be more straight, typically like that, and then this side, just down and curly. So there, that's it. That's how I style my hair when I curl it, and I just leave it with the nice big loose waves like that. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.